Hello everyone, and welcome to the English Teacher's Guide to the new AQA English GCSE Literature. Today we're going to focus on how to plan Section A for Paper 2, which is the Modern Text and Poetry examination. As a brief reminder, Paper 2 is worth 60% of your GCSE, whereas your previous paper is obviously worth 40%. This one's a longer paper, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. There are 3 sections. The first section, which we're going to focus on today, is how to plan the modern prose novel, or play. And that's obviously got a variety of different texts that you may wish to study. It's one question based on the novel or play that you have studied. And again, slightly different to the Shakespeare paper, and you don't have to focus on an extract. Section B is based on your anthology, which is a comparison. And then section C is a comparison of 2 unseen poems. Now, let's see if you've been revising. Let's see if you've been paying attention. 2 things. What does the mark scheme say you need to include in order to achieve 34 out of 34? And what method should you use in order to accomplish this? Please press pause, note down or discuss your answers, and then press play when you're ready to resume. So the mark scheme is exactly the same as it is for the Shakespeare section and for the Dickens section, but obviously it's exactly the same as Shakespeare because you get the 4 extra marks being able to write an essay correctly using correct terminology. 12 marks are both for the quality of your ideas, AO1, and for how well you can analyse those ideas, AO2. Remember, AO1 now talks about being able to conceptualise your responses. So remember, it's a text, therefore the characters aren't real, they've been created in a certain way to create certain effects, and that's more of an A-level idea. And then AO3, 6 marks again, being able to use context. That's a plan. Pretty much exactly the same method as you would do for our Shakespeare question before and our Dickens question before, apart from we don't have to focus on an extract at the start. Read a question twice, make sure you underline it, make sure you understand exactly what we've been asked to do. Write down from memory all the answers possible to the question. Pick your best 3 or 5. And they're obviously the ideas that you can use to analyse. When I say best, they're the ones you analyse really well. And they're your points that you can use for your essay. 3 to 5, because it depends on how many you can write in the time. Remember, you've got 3 great ideas and your 4th one isn't very good. Well, don't use the 4th one. Once you've got your points that you decide to use, now mark down your notes of analysis, form, structure, and language in order to ensure that you can support your ideas. That's AO2. Proofread it, making sure the plan has everything you need in order to achieve perfect marks. Then when we answer it, just like paper 1, this is it. You may call it PEA, PEE. You can include introduction, can include a conclusion, not a bad idea. And it's just this. Notice that it covers every aspect of our mark scheme. Do that 3, 4, 5 times, proofread it, perfect marks. Form, structure, language. So AO2, you've got to cover certain things. Now I'm picking on Inspector Calls today. You may do a different text. Again, go back to my paper 1 video based on section B to look at what you can do for novels. But these are all different things you can look at for AO2 in order to analyse form, structure and language of a play. Here's a question. How does Priestley use Eric in order to explore social issues? Write about how Priestley presents the character, how Priestley uses the character in order to explore social issues. So I reference the context there. I use my method. So here are my 3 ideas. I've put 4, 5, 6, however many ideas. I picked my best 3. Alcoholic, there's little regard for the lower class. Social issues can be resolved. The 3 points I'm going to pick on. Now I'm only going to show you how to plan 1 point today because obviously I feel that you've got the grasp of it. You've seen my paper 1 videos as well, so you know roughly how this should look. But there you go. First of all, he's presented as an alcoholic to explore social issues. There's my quotation at the top. Then you can see my analysis of language points, and now I've evaluated as well. That obviously highlights why the writer has done it. This is why he's presented it in this way. And there's reference to our historical context in the middle classes. Do that 2 more times. Make sure I've got all aspects that are required covered, and I'm good to go. So thank you, have a go yourself, and obviously feel free to watch the next video which shows you how the answer should look. Thank you, well done.